Prime factorization is taking a larger number and breaking it down into what we call a product of prime factors. So if we take the number 50, for example, we know that 50 is a composite number because it ends in a 0. So we also know it can be divided by either 5 or 10 or 2. So what we do is we draw two arrows and we'll just say that 5 times 10 is equal to 50. We look at these two numbers. 5 is prime, so what we'll do is we'll just sort of highlight that number so we don't have to touch that anymore. And then what we have to further do is break down the 10. So we break down the 10, and we know that 10 is 2 multiplied by 5. So what we now have is we have all prime numbers. We have 5 multiplied by the 2 and multiplied by the 5. So this is 50 broken down into all its prime factors. We put an equal sign up here. We say that 50 is equal to 5 to the power of 2, which is 5 times 5, multiplied by 2 to the power of 1. Of course, so we could use some larger numbers too, and this is where we sometimes might even need to have our calculator as well. If, for example, we do something, and I'll make it kind of easy, like the number 400. Alright, again, we know it's an even number, we know it's not prime, it's composite. We have to break it down to at least two numbers to start off with, so we could say something like 4 multiplied by 100. We look at both of these numbers and we know that they're still composite, so they can be broken down further. So 4 is of course broken down into 2 multiplied by 2, and 100 can be broken down into, we'll say, 10 multiplied by 10, just to make it easy. We know that 2 and 2 are both prime, so we'll circle those. We don't really need them anymore. But we know 10 can also be broken down. So this 10, of course, is broken down into 2 multiplied by 5. And of course, this 10 is also broken down into 2 multiplied by 5. So what we therefore say is that the number 400 is equal to 2 times 2 times 2 times 5 times 2 times 5. These are all the prime factors that when multiplied together will give you the number 400. So we will put our equal sign here, and we will say that 400 is equal to 2 to the power of 4, because there's 4 of them, 2 to the power of 4 multiplied by 5, okay, to the power of 2, because there's two 5s of them. There's two 5s, excuse me.